The taste test trap. That is the story of how Pepsi almost killed Coca-Cola's brand, demonstrating that in the greatest corporate rivalry of all time, the battlefield is not the bottle, it's the human mind. The cola wars weren't fought with product innovation. They were fought with marketing and identity. For decades, Coca-Cola stood for tradition, heritage, and American idealism, a timeless brand. Pepsi, the perennial underdog, realized they couldn't win by copying Coke. They had to change the game. Their weapon, the Pepsi Challenge. This simple, brilliant campaign proved in countless blind taste tests that, sip for sip, most people actually preferred the slightly sweeter taste of Pepsi over Coke. It was a direct, data-driven attack on Coke's core product superiority. Faced with the undeniable evidence of the taste tests, Coca-Cola panicked. Instead of standing firm on their brand identity, they decided to address the taste issue head-on. In 1985, they made one of the most infamous corporate mistakes in history. They replaced the original formula with a sweeter product called New Coke. The resulting backlash was immediate, furious, and profound. Consumers didn't care that New Coke tasted better in a blind test. They felt betrayed. They weren't buying a flavor. They were buying a memory, a tradition, and a relationship with a timeless brand. Coke had focused on the product and completely ignored the intangible brand equity that was their true source of power. New Coke was a spectacular, disastrous failure, proving that a technically superior product can still fail if it violates the psychological contract you have with your customers. The lesson from the Cola Wars is clear. Understand the emotional core of your brand and never compromise it for short-term data. Pepsi may have won the taste test, but Coke ultimately won the war by retreating, bringing back the original formula, now Coke Classic, and reaffirming its identity as an untouchable global symbol. If you're defining your brand, ask yourself, what emotional promise are you making? Hit that like button if you prefer a classic over a compromise. And subscribe because we'll help you build a brand that people will fight for.